Time for the moment of the game presented by NFL All Day. It was Eagles-Texans last night. Let's go to the third quarter. Tied 14. Jalen Hurts finds his favorite target, A.J. Brown, in the end zone. That's a corner catch, 17-yard touchdown, and the Eagles never looked back. An interception changed the tune of this game and set the Eagles up for that drive offensively. Philly now has its first 8-0 start in franchise history, but they are not done. They beat the Texans 29-17. NFL All Day is the newest way to enjoy the NFL. Collect officially licensed moments featuring top highlights and use them to compete in challenges as you follow along with the action each week. Head to NFLAllDay.com today to check it out and learn more. I would love to take an image of Will Selva and just permanently put it up on a poster board and invest in it, because Will Selva, you're that influential in my life on a day-to-day basis.
No. You're influential to all of our lives. Just as Peter, you were helping him out during the commercial break, I think helping him get ready for his trip. There was passport pictures and documents, and Sean and J-Mac and I were all kind of enthralled. And then Peter's getting his hair
being a teammate doesn't just end at 10 a.m.
Fixed. Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't. You are the ultimate teammate there, Jamie. Yeah, little hair. You have some wispies.
Her hair.
That's all.
Yeah, come on.
Wispies.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe that's what it was.
Nothing like a news report with wispies in it. Go on, Will.
Yes.
Lunch pail guy.
You're a lunch pail guy, Shregs. You know who else is a lunch pail guy? Derrick Henry. 32 carries, 219 yards, and 2 scores in that big win over the Texans in Week 8. In fact, his 4th straight game against Houston where he had more than 200 yards rushing. So you'll probably forgive him if he's just a little tuckered out. He's a little worn down. Well, after being limited in practice Wednesday with a foot injury, he did not practice yesterday. But don't worry, fantasy owners. He says there's nothing wrong with his foot, and he'll be out there Sunday against the Chiefs. Not so good news, though, for Ravens wide receiver Rashad Bateman. He has decided to have surgery to repair his injured foot and will miss the rest of the season. Head coach John Harbaugh saying Bateman made the decision with his family and agent, and that the Ravens support his decision. Meanwhile, things looking up for Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp. He was a limited participant in practice Thursday after missing Wednesday's session with an ankle injury. Rams head coach Sean McVay saying earlier this week he expects Kupp to play Sunday against the Bucs. Unfortunately, we do have some sad news to pass along as Hall of Fame punter Ray Guy has passed away. He was the first punter ever selected in the first round, and he did not disappoint. During his 14-year career, Guy did not miss a game, was a 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro selection, and played in 3 Super Bowls. Ray Guy was 72 years old. Guy was also the first punter inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And legendary head coach John Madden once gave Guy the ultimate compliment, saying, quote, he was a football player that punted. And P. Shregs, I know you are a massive historian of this game, of his career, and he meant a lot to those Raiders teams in their glory years that ended up winning 3 Super Bowls.
Imagine this, 1973, the Raiders have a first-round pick and they select a punter. He was the first punter ever selected in the first-round pick, and then he goes on to be the world's greatest punter to ever grace this earth. Ray Guy, you talk about 14 years in the league. You're also talking about 6-time All-Pro, talking about a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He spanned Oakland and Los Angeles. This guy averaged 40-plus yards per punt in 13 of his 14 seasons. If he was to be playing today, he would be considered one of the top 20 players in the sport because of what a weapon he is with that foot. He was what Justin Tucker is to the Ravens. The Raiders would pin you back all the way to the 1-yard line. And then you go back to his college days. Senior season at Southern Miss, he once kicked a 93-yard punt in a game against Ole Miss. The only punter in the Hall of Fame, the only punter at that time to be drafted in the first round, and truly the greatest to ever do it. Ray Guy, no longer with us at the age of 72, passed away yesterday.
And now he, of course, is the name for the best collegiate punter elected every season, which is the Ray Guy Award. And in college football, to have an award named after you to flip the field is so important in college football. And he's still enshrined in that way as well in the college game, which is amazing.